Hey everyone, and welcome to this series, which I'm calling 0 to 26.2. For those of you who get it, that's going from 0 to a marathon. And I wanted to tell you a little bit about where this idea came from and why I'm doing this, and to invite you along on this journey with me. At the beginning of the year, I came across Jesse Itzler, and he has this product called the Big Ass Calendar. And what it is a visual representation of your entire year. So you basically, at the beginning of the year, lay out what you want to accomplish this year. Now, this may include your vacations, your time with family. It may include things with work and your entrepreneurial journey, things that you want to accomplish this year. And he talks about 3 things that he wants you to implement in this year that he does and encourages you to come along with him. And I think it's really cool. Number 1, he encourages you to create a new habit every 3 months. So every 3 months, you're implementing a new habit of some sort. Maybe it's health related. Maybe you're not a water drinker, and so you're like, I'm going to start drinking 2 liters of water per day at least. And that's a habit that you create in first quarter. Maybe second quarter, you're thinking, I really want to journal regularly, and so I'm going to make that a habit. And so quarter 2, you're focusing on journaling, and so on and so forth. So every year, you implement 4 new habits for the year. The second thing he encourages is something he calls Kevin's rule. A friend of his does this in his life, and he thought it was really cool, and so he adopted it. And it is every 2 months having a small mini adventure. So maybe doing something that normally you wouldn't do. This could be, maybe it's signing up for a 5K. Maybe it's going on a snowshoeing hut trip, or something that is small, can be done in a weekend, but that involves whoever you want. Maybe it's a family thing that you all decide on, and every 2 months you're doing that. And what that does is create these mini adventures, 6 of them for the year, that you otherwise wouldn't have had. And so as you do this, and as you keep going with this rule, right, you're going to create all these special adventures for you and your family. So I think that was really cool. And then the third thing is called a Misogi. And what this is a year defining event. Something when you look back on 2025, what is it? What is the one big thing that you accomplished that year? What is that year defining event for you? And so this is where 0 to 26.2 came from, because I decided, I turned 45 this year, and I decided this is the year I will run a marathon. So my Misogi, my year defining event for 2025 will be to run a marathon. I've already signed up for it. I signed up for it this morning, and it's part of the Revel series, which are kind of downhill races, which I'm all about using as much gravity to help pull me down that hill as possible to run faster. And the one I'm going to do is the Revel Big Cottonwood in Salt Lake City, Utah, and it is September 13th, 2025. So I signed up for it this morning, and I signed up for a running app to help me train. And why I'm doing this series is because I haven't run in like 2 years. It's been a while since I've run. I've been working out and lifting, but I haven't been running. And so it is a bit of a challenge to start from 0 and think about running 26.2 miles. It is definitely a little intimidating. I think I have plenty of time to get there, but it's a commitment. It's a lot of training that I'm going to have to be doing. And I felt like there's no better accountability than putting it on here, and no better way to just get support and encouragement than having others follow along. And I want to just put it out there. Maybe there's others who are like me, who are thinking about running, but don't really have a plan or a purpose or a reason or are scared, maybe not sure where to start. And so my goal with this series is to bring others on, other more experienced runners, hear from them. I'll review my app that I joined, the Runna app that I joined, to see how that training process goes. I've never really done any specific training other than printing out a thing that says run 3 miles this day, run 5 miles that day. This one looks like it will help pace you, and it can adjust your pacing based on whether you're ahead or behind that curve. It has plans for strength training as well as mobility training. And so we'll review that. We'll review different things that I use for my runs. So my running vest, my shoes, those kind of things. I'm really excited about it because it is going to be a journey and I anticipate it being difficult. And I wanted to bring you along with it. We'll do some recaps from the week. We'll do updates, milestone updates. Like I said, we'll review different things that I'm using. And I would love to hear from you guys and see what you use, what you like, what you don't, why. It's also fascinating to hear different perspectives. I have a couple of goals as I go through this. Number one is to make it to that race and finish. Number two is to stay healthy and fit throughout, to build my endurance and to avoid injuries. So I'll be working a lot on my nutrition because I know that is huge for me. Hydration is a big one that I struggle with on the daily. So making sure I'm staying very well hydrated is going to be something I have to implement, one of those habits that I need to implement. And then time-wise, I would love to be around a 10-minute mile. If I can get close to a 9-minute mile, then that would be amazing. But my goal really is to finish. Anything faster than walking is like the cherry on top. But those are some of the things that I'm looking forward to with this series. And I would encourage you to follow along. Your support is huge. I love being a part of these communities where you get to learn from everyone around you. And I want to be an inspiration to others. And I would love to hear your own fitness goals. What are you working on? Maybe a marathon is like, no. I will tell you, it's interesting because there wasn't really ever a desire in my heart to do this. But when I started thinking about this calendar and what I wanted this year defining event, this felt like the thing to do. I'm very excited about it. So I'd love for you to follow along. Please subscribe, share this with others, and let's see where this year goes. I would love to hear if you have a Misogi. What is your year defining event for 2025? Let's see what all we can create and what incredible things we can do and the impact we can make in our lives when we do something big. I would love to hear from you. Put your comments below. All right, everyone, until next time.